Don't be that person. Don't put that on somebody else. Come on. Good morning. This is Mod and Pop Thrift, and I am Tom, stay-at-home dad for 5 kids with a baby on the way, and a full-time eBay reseller. You are in the storeroom, and we're gonna ship 13, I think, today. All right, so first up, we have this OG Xbox thing. I wasn't able to test it because the Xbox crapped out on me. I got it to test long enough to list a really nice controller, but I couldn't test this one or the memory card, and I listed these together, and they sold for $12.99 free shipping. I have nothing into it. I found it in a death pile. It's been there a long time. And so that's the original Xbox stuff breaks, and so it tends to not be worth a lot because the same games were available in PS2, and so they're better on PS2 because the machines are more reliable and it's more iconic for a lot of people. There are like Xbox heads, the same as like Coke and Pepsi. One isn't really better than the other. It's just a matter of taste, but Xbox tends to lose the battle in the collector market anyhow. Same buyer on both of these things. This is SpongeBob socks. I bought a bunch of these. I still have 5 of them available in the store for, I don't know what they sold for because they sold together, $17.19. And I can tell you I have $3 because I paid $1 per item. And those will ship about as easy as you could possibly imagine. But that's long tail stuff. Long tail, like an animal that has a long tail. Takes longer to get somewhere. I don't know where that idiom comes from, but that's what people say when it takes a long time for something to sell, is that it's long tail. Another thing is, like, if you get a really good buy, something that people who like use the lingo say is a lick. Do you guys use that term? Like, oh man, I hit a lick today. I went to this garage sale and they had hats for 50 cents and they were all sports specialties. And that was, I hit a real lick. I don't know if you guys use that. I use that sometimes, especially when I'm talking to older people who've been in the game a while, because they know. Center swoosh Nike with a silver tag. This is just a like baseball cover up kind of thing. Vintage, nice. I don't know where it came from. I think I got it at Goodwill. Sold for $16 plus shipping. I'm so worried about whether or not this thing was going to fit in this poly mailer that I neglected to film it first. $16.99 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $25. It's a Schwan bag, like a freezer bag to keep your food cold while you're bringing it up from the truck. Like, I was gonna say while you're in the grocery store you keep your ice cream in there and it doesn't melt before you get home, but Schwan is grocery delivery. So it's not like you're, I don't know. Anyway, that's a Schwan freezer bag, $16.99. I know I got it for $1 at a garage sale. I was like, that's kind of an unusual thing, and I've since found 2 more, but I already had that one and I'm like, I can't. That one hasn't sold. Why would I buy another one? $16 that we know that we paid $3 for it at Goodwill like 3 days ago. And so it sold pretty quick for $16 plus shipping. And I mean, it's going to be a pound. So it's going to go, it's going to have to go priority. So I'm going to make like $4 on it. I was able to bubble wrap it and put it in a poly mailer, and it was 1 pound, so it'll cost significantly less. It'll be like $7 instead of $9 to ship. So that's good. Percy, I bought this forever ago. I paid 25 cents for it at a thrift store, and it is a controller for a remote control Percy train. It's the kind of thing that's gonna take some time because you got to have the person who has this and wants to replace the remote. $12 free shipping, but I paid $1.25 and it's been sitting in a box for a long time. Paid $1 for 2 Bibles at Goodwill the other day, $1 a piece. This one sold for $14.50 free shipping. So that's not a lot of money, but it could go media. I probably will send it media. I was going to say I'll probably send it first class, but I think it's probably too heavy to do first class. But I'll eat it. We'll see. But anyway, at any rate, it's going to be 5 or 6. It's going to be between $3 and $5 to send. I paid $1 for it. Buyer paid $15. I'll make a little bit of money, and somebody will get a Bible for their spiritual growth. There you go. Tervis cups generally do pretty well. This one did not. It took it longer to sell than most Tervis mugs that I find. It's smaller, it's got the handle, and I suspect people are looking for the tumbler style. I paid $1.50 for it and sold for $10 free shipping. It's been listed a long time and I sent out offers a bunch. I had it listed for $12.99 free shipping, and finally somebody sent me a $10 offer and I was like, nobody else is trying to buy it, I might as well take that. Fraggle Rock. This is a Gorg. This is Gorg, Junior Gorg. I found this for $1.99 at Goodwill. I hoped it would be worth more. I'm a big giant fan of anything Jim Henson. This is from 2017, and I'm just gonna stick it in a poly mailer. Sold for $15.99. I had it for a long time, like half in the death pile. Like, oh man, that's not. I like it more than to sell it for like and only make $6 or $8. I'm gonna keep it, but then like, what am I gonna do with it? And so it was in the death pile, but on top where it's like I'm gonna pull it back out and display it somewhere, but that never happened. So I listed it. The other horse shirt, I paid $1 a piece for these shirts. This one has a black horse on it. The other one had a brown horse on it. These are like chambray work shirts, pearl snap, but they have the orange cord instead of the white cord. Cool, classic looking. And then I almost passed on them because they were customized, but they both sold for $17 free shipping within a couple of weeks of being listed. So they did as well as I would expected them to, maybe even better. I was expecting them to have a long tail, like a horse. Anyway, so I don't do a lot. If I find customized clothing, I tend to pass on it because it's customized to what somebody else likes, and it may take a long time to find somebody else who likes that, but that seemed pretty universal. Utensil by Hearth and Home. This is not the kind of thing that I would generally sell because it's so easily breakable, but I'll double box it. I'll put it in a box and then put that box into a number 7 12 by 12 by 8 box and bubble wrap both pieces, and it'll be fine. That is a thing that we bought for the house and used for 2 or 3 years, and then my wife, when we moved into this house, she decided to do something else with the utensils. Sold for $25 free shipping. So I mean, it's not a ton of money. It'll cost $10, so it's $15 plus shipping. But we literally, we have nothing into it because we got the money, we bought it to use, we used it as long as we wanted to use it, and rather than donating it, I put it on eBay, and so it did fairly well. It's only been listed a couple of weeks. This is an old Wrangler tag, and it's got a pretty unusual cut. I think it's from the 70s. It's a nice piece. I paid $5 for it approximately. I bought it in a big pile of jackets at a garage sale, and they're like, how about $40 for all of them? And I think it came out to be $5 a piece, which was way good enough for me. And we're gonna do the flat rate legal envelope. I know you guys probably get sick of seeing the flat rate legal envelope thing, and you get sick of seeing Levi. Hey, is Evelyn out here?
No.
It's her birthday. Say happy birthday to Evelyn. You guys haven't seen her in a while. She's 4 today. So we're going to flat rate legal envelope this here jacket. It sold for $40, free shipping. There's Judah. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Say hello to YouTube, YouTube. These are my 2 oldest sons. What are you guys working on?
We were given a job and I can't find the mop thing.
Bucket basket thing.
Mop bucket.
Okay, I got a dad for a minute. It's way over here. It's like a 3D movie from the 80s. I gotta go be dad for a minute. I'll be right back. And with that small distraction, I have missed the mailman and now have to make a trip to the post office today. But that mailman has started showing up so early that it's of no use to me. This is the 3rd day in a row where she's here by 10 and she was here at 2 for a year, and so I'm just not in that rhythm, and it's just of no use to me anymore to try to beat the mailman. Hey, bought this for $2. It sold for $17.99 free shipping, and don't be this guy. Don't, like, my store, this is a cute, fun thing, but it's not my responsibility. Don't put it on me. So this buyer's note says, could you put a note with telling Pastor Tig that Maui has to have hey, and now he can show people when they ask him where he's at. Love and blessings, the lady's name that bought it. And then it's addressed to the pastor at the church's address. That's fun. That's a cute thing. I am a 40-year-old guy who has more than enough to do just to try to get the mail out on time, and I don't have a paper printer that's hooked up to anything. It's in the closet. I have to pull it out, or I can write it with my 40-year-old guy handwriting. Like, have that shipped to yourself, and you write the note and deliver it on Sunday morning to the pastor's desk without him being in his office or something. But, like, you wouldn't send that note to Amazon. And maybe that's what makes eBay different, is there's a personal touch because I'm sending it myself. But this is beyond the scope of, like I'm going to handwrite that note, and it's going to be mildly illegible because that's my handwriting, and I don't have time to go download drivers to my printer. And the only printer that I use is this label maker. It's almost not worth making the sale to me. Like, this is I don't know how I'm going to accomplish. I'm tempted to just put it in a box and let her say, oh, it was supposed to have a note with it. However, I want to do what people ask me to do, but don't be the guy who, like, special requests some silliness like this. If you have a joke with you and your pastor, and I actually looked the guy up, he doesn't have any hair, but he's a large Samoan looking man. So, like, you can see why people would say that about it. But yeah, I'm agitated because that's beyond the scope of what you should expect for a retailer to do for you. So don't be that guy. Special request that I put it in 2 boxes, or that I don't put a shipping label because you're a drop shipper, or that I don't put a packing list because but I don't ask me to handwrite a note to your pastor. That's not what the person you're buying something from is for. So that's got me irritated, and now the mailman has me irritated, and we're ending this on not a positive note. But you guys came out in force and supported my wife, and that was fantastic. You guys are amazing. She's amazing. She did so good. I was so proud of her. I'm so excited. And then that video performed reasonably well. And with low expectations, none of my videos perform well. I haven't hit I have one video that's ever hit 1,000 views because I just don't have the size of channel to get there. And that video isn't on topic. It's about fixing a Nintendo. So, anyway, you guys are so supportive, and you definitely showed up for my wife, and that's such a fun thing. She's encouraged too, just so you know. She's grocery shopping. Yeah, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, all the things that you do. Don't be that guy when you're ordering stuff from somebody on eBay. As an eBay seller, we have more than enough to do than to write a note to your pastor. And yeah, I got to go to the post office now because the mailman shows up 4 hours earlier than he's supposed to. Girl. Evie, who's the birthday girl?
Hello, I'm the birthday girl. Right in the gun tribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. All right, jump up there in your seat. Buckle up.
Okay.
Me and this 4-year-old girl are gonna go to Goodwill and drop the packages off at the post office because I missed the mailman. It's 4 o'clock now, and I've installed 3 ceiling fans in our house. Packages dropped off at UPS. Where are we going?
To Goodwill.
Yay! It is crazy busy here today, but it's Saturday afternoon, which is not a time we normally Goodwill, but we had to be out of the house and literally have to drive by Goodwill. You have to drive close any direction you're going to the post office. So you're gonna find some books over here in the adult books section. Man, the 30 Rock is still there. How about a box set of Hardy Boys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for $4. These are all kid books. You don't see any cool Evie books? Like a pink book with a kitty cat on the front of it or something? Evie.
Dad, look what it has inside it.
So this SpongeBob DVD player would be a lot better if it had a remote, but it's still probably $20, $25. So in the hat, I saw this, it's Fox News 264. It's just a vintage strap back, but it is, I mean, that's the kind of thing somebody would want. So these boots, what tipped me off that they would be good is the Vibram soles. And then they're only $8, but the fade is crazy on them. And then these are stained up, and I'm not going to try to work on them. So those aren't worth getting, but they're worth talking about because, oh, I didn't tell you the part that matters. They're Belleville. Belleville is a good brand. Performs really well if they're in good shape. Probably would do okay even in that condition. This is a Mickey Mouse umbrella for $5. And then found a couple more hats. Titleist or TaylorMade, $264. Disney Golf, $264. This is an old Carhartt one for $264. This is I think I might put this back. This is a military issue. And I couldn't tell how old it was, but it's $2.99. And then you guys saw the Fox News one. Oh yeah, and I picked up this. And I'm not picking up a ton of VTech stuff, but at $6, this should sell for like 30. There's one listed, there's like 7 sold, and it should sell for like $30. There was a time that there's no chance I'd be passing these up for $2.50. Holy cow, those are cool. But I don't really have a good place to store them anymore. I didn't then either. I just don't have the patience for stuff like that, but those are cool.
7 million of them? 304.
Champion 44. $25. Who's that? James. That's an old school. I'm gonna look through these. Okay, I kind of definitely overpaid for these. $25 for this, but this is vintage Champion. Good size. Shack. Vintage Chris Webber. This one I feel like I definitely overpaid for. 48 Webber. Magic Johnson, 25, size 48. This is his rookie jersey. I paid 20 bucks for Chris Webber rookie jersey. He played for the Warriors back in the day. And then this is Chris Webber's college jersey because I had it back in the day. Vintage Nike, Chris Webber. I think it's Chris Webber. It's definitely Fab 5, Nike size 44. So I kind of almost for certain paid too much for those. I paid up for sure, but I think those are hot collectibles. I imagine I'll be able to make $15 a piece on them and they'll sell quick. That's the idea. Show them your baby doll. What's her name?
Pinky.
Pinky.
Because
Is-
she's out pink.
Is she going to try and take over the world?
No.
Tell them to like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm a birthday girl.
You're the birthday girl. See you on the next one.
See ya.